Yeah, so here we go. Well, day 7 has ended in Tokyo for the 2025 World Championships. We're now on 8 medals. We're actually number 6 on the medal tally as it relates to the quality of medal, but we're actually number 2 as it relates to the quantity of medal. So we are right behind the United States of America. And today we got 2 more. Yes, so we're going to discuss this and more. But before we get into that, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Top Bar, open from Tuesdays to Sundays each and every week, located at Devon House in Kingston. I remember every Friday, so tonight, there's D&D Fridays. You understand? So you cannot miss it. You guys can also go ahead and follow them on socials at Track Bar Jamaica. Also, Domus Windows and Doors.
Looking for high quality windows and doors that stand the test of time? Choose Domus Windows and Doors, located in Kingston, Jamaica. Built for security, style, and hurricane resistance. Fast delivery island-wide. Professional installation you can trust. Exceptional customer service every step of the way. All backed by a 20-year UPVC warranty. From Kingston to Montego Bay, Domus delivers peace of mind with every installed unit. Experience the Domus difference. Call or WhatsApp 619-1223 for Caribbean UPVC solutions.
Built for security and hurricane resistance. Doors, windows, fencing, handrails, a bag of things, located at 16 Chelsea Avenue, Kingston 5, inside the Summit building, building number A. Also, Bridge Official, the hat courtesy of Bridge, of course. Bridge Official located inside Southdale Plaza. You guys can go ahead and follow them at the Bridge Official. And last but not least, Mark's Superstore. So for tomorrow we have 2 more giveaways. We're gonna start the giveaway then, you understand? So this weekend we'll definitely be doing the giveaways. Mark's Superstore located at Portland Cottage and Lionel Town in Vere, Clarendon. Now, to my right, the lone woman on our panel, Miss Janae Robinson. Yay! Founder of the Sports Girly, right? And to my left, Shaquille O'Neal Benty, founder of Stadium 876. So before we get started, guys, there's this discussion that I would love for us to have. I did not tell him what it is because I wanted y'all's natural reaction. So this is a conversation that has always been, around, sprinkling around. And last night on the Spaces, they were talking about Noah Lyles. And what they were saying is, them never like how he was being shady after his semi-final run. So I said, how was he being shady? And them say, him got dropped 19-5 because Brian Level dropped 17-5. Let me say this. Noah Lyles is needed for the sport. This is not the orchestra. This is not Beethoven. You understand me? Like, this is track and field. And back in my time, when Maurice Green and Carl Crawford, them used to even troll each other as competitors from the same country, as teammates. And I'm used to the trash talking. I'm used to, if you drop a 9-8, I go drop a 9-7 because I want to show you I'm ready. And then, for me, Noah dropping a 19-5, obviously, it's to get you riled up. It's just a competition. We're not brothers and sisters. Me never used to cross the road. Me never used to give some of my chubby. You understand me? Like, I want you to, it's a competition through and through, from the mental aspect to the physical aspect. And if you drop a 19-7, me decide to want to drop a 19-5, that have nothing to do with me. If you are going to get in your mind.
I completely agree with that. For me, we need to understand that Noah Lyles is a brand. He's a character, and there's certain things associated to him, which is controversy, anime, being loud, but usually being a man of his words. If he says he's going to do something, he usually delivers. He's not one to not meddle. He's not one to not be audacious. These things are not new. I just think that we are probably just a little bit, our ego is probably a little bruised.
Yeah.
But that's the nature of the game. This is a competition. It's not a friend thing.
Yeah.
So if he's doing that for us, we should be like, all right, well, if Level is holding so much in the tank, what will he show if that is what, if we can see Noah Lyles at 90, if Noah Lyles is running 19.5 and we can see that, what else does Level have in the tank? Can he do that and better?
You gotta just show up at the line.
You just gotta show up. So for me, I don't agree with that narrative. I think it's kind of stupid. This is track and field. It's gonna be competitive. It's kind of, egos are fighting against each other all the time, and they're brands, they're characters. That's what they're supposed to do. The sport will be very boring for me if we don't have characters like Noah Lyles.
Needed. Benji.
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement. I don't subscribe to that notion. You have to remember Noah Lyles' goal is different, and he says it every single time in his interview. This man wants more for the sport in terms of as an athlete.
Yes.
And the truth to the thing is that, hey, in order for your sport to become globalized, there has to be some level of entertainment. So the people that are in the background and saying, we're going to beat those damn Jamaicans. The people that are there saying, oh, this is the fastest man alive, to rile up the Jamaicans, to boost conversations on social media and engage and engage and engage. That is how you make your sport global. Noah Lyles wants a signature shoe from Adidas, as in, he wants to have his own Bad Bunny collab or the Noah Lyles.
Right.
And that's the type of thing he wants. You never really see that from athletes in the track and field nature. So he's pushing for way more. So 19...
He's a businessman as
Yeah.
well. So his mission is a little different from the rest of
Yeah, and 1951 in the semi-finals, it simply states to the rest of the field, okay, you might have felt that he ran out hard in the semi-final, just go beat him.
Yeah.
And the truth about the fact is,
If you can beat him, train harder, bro.
in the truth about it is, you just can't. In the 200 meter, you just can't. He is the guy to beat. He is the man.
On Twitter, she said that after the 100, he's glad it's done. Now on to my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, here's my thing. I feel like God gives us or places us in places where Him just knows that we can handle. Because if I were an athlete, would have sick of me. Even my own countrymen would have hate me. Because you, as an athlete, as me, right? And say, for instance, that I'm a top contender. But now ask Christ, man. I'm a win, man. May I run up to you? Beat me. And if you can't beat me, then go train harder. And I'm going to wrap the segment with this. Lest we forget, Usain Bolt has spoken about this. Remember when Johan Blake, I think this was 2012, at national trials in the 200 meters, Johan Blake won. And Johan Blake did this. And Usain said he trained for months. Remember saying, man, Johan in the same camp. Exactly. They're friends for the same country. Him trained for months just to let him know, don't you ever do that to me again. Which he did in the final at the Olympics. And when him do it, when him cross the line, him do the same thing, him hug him up, and him say, yo, don't you ever disrespect me like that again. Train harder. If y'all cannot compete with somebody like a Noah Lyles, because he's not disrespecting him not calling out on the name, if you can't handle the heat and come out of the kitchen, my guy, maybe you need to go play chess. Golf. Or golf. Track and field is just not for you. Do you know how football play, American football players trash talk all the time?
Normal, yeah.
Yeah, there's a level of individualism. Remember, say track and field is individual. Regardless of what you may seem like, we might be wearing the black, green, or gold, or the red, white, and blue. It is, at the end of the day, an individual sport. A lot of them have different camps. A lot of them have their own personal goals, their own endorsements to meet, their own things to try and get towards. It might be lovely for us to hug and sing Kumbaya at the end of the line, but Noah Lyles is making you understand that at the end of the day, I will be the best, and you can come and celebrate with me, or you don't have to, but at the end of the day, you will know that Noah Lyles is the best.
And that's just that, you understand? Baga chat. Now we can move on to the actual events that we saw today. We can go with the finals first, Benty. So I will start with the men's triple jump final. We had one person. Who was that person?
So for the men's triple jump final, we had the very talented Jordan Scott competing, and unfortunately, he did not get a medal, which a lot of us would have expected him to get a medal. Yeah. I didn't walk with my knife and fork to make Karim eat the shoes, but don't worry, people, it is coming. He had his best jump at 17.21 meters. That caused him to finish, his fifth jump, and that allowed him to finish fifth as well. Making it the best ever finish by a Jamaican male triple jumper at the World Championships, actually. And if he had medal, it would have been our only medal in the finals. Yeah. So there is much to be proud of. He has a personal best of 17.52 meter, which places him amongst the best in the world, but he would have needed something very close to that to try and get onto the podium. But just to give context within the realm of the winners, of course, Pedro Pichardo of Portugal, who I'm sure needs to figure out some way to get on that Portugal team to help Cristiano Ronaldo win the World Cup. I don't know. He must. Some talent can transfer. He set a world-leading mark of 17.91 meters. and he was aura farming all the way through.
Brother.
Before the jump,
God.
he said, teaching us the rhythm. Him no want you
Yeah,
play
no,
the rhythm. He teach you the rhythm.
Yes.
And that was after the Italian Andrea Dallavelle leapt to a personal best of 17.64 meters in his last attempt.
Yep.
And we thought it was,
going to win.
similarities of the long jump,
Yep.
where the young boy went and jumped and took the gold medal, but that was just short-lived. And then we have Lazaro Martinez of Cuba with 17.49 to wrap up the top 3. Triple jump.
Yeah, well, for me, quickly, yes, for me, Jordan, I think, based on my memory, was going in with the 4th best jump of the year, right? And what we've been seeing, has been his best year yet. I would have said it in previous episodes. This is not his first team. He's a multiple-time national champion. It's just that Jamaica and the world is not just now getting to know of him. But he's been having a fantastic year. I thought he was going to be on the podium, and I did say that I was going to eat my shoe, but then I thought about it. My shoes are pretty expensive, so I really absolutely cannot eat my shoe. When you can give me something else but the shoes, you understand? Please and thank you. But kudos to him. Kudos to him. Nonetheless, he would have said that I felt like I did not give my best shot at the competition today. He said that, he's feeling very grateful that he is healthy and that it's not the performance that he wanted, but he's grateful. And then he said from the first fall, like, it just kind of like, okay, we're not where we're supposed to be. Let us now try to fix this as it progresses, but it was just not meant to be today. But congratulations to him, man. It's not his first final. I think in 2023, he was placed 5th, was it? Yeah, in Eugene, 2022. He was 5th in the final in the Eugene World Championships. But one for the future.
One for the future.
Jen?
Yeah, I was hearing his thoughts post jumps. It kind of makes sense because I could feel that kind of vibe through the screen that Jordan was there to compete, yes, but I think he wasn't, a little nerves probably trickled in. And when I saw the 5th jump, I was like, woo!
Yeah.
It's a little hopeful, but in those moments, you have to just get it right. And today, I wouldn't necessarily say he got it wrong. I think that this is perfect foundation for Jordan to propel the rest of his triple jump career. So that's it. Congratulations.
Yeah, but if there's one thing I could say, in addition, the performance today just signals to Jamaica in itself that we have to put more support in the technical training, and Turkey, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, in technical as a unified country, we share athletes. But as seriously though, we have to put more effort into our technical aspects of our sport and create more meets for these triple jumpers. We can be world beaters in these events. We need to make provisions for it to be done. We need to develop long-term athletic development plans.
Indeed. Next up, we had the men's 400-meter hurdles. Yes, so the men's 400-meter hurdles, even though we did not have a representative in that, unfortunately, I just kind of wanted us to quickly, just our thoughts.
Actually, I have a question.
Yes.
Before we get in, did Ray actually get DQ'd?
He was DQ'd and then reinstated.
Oh, because if it was me, no.
No.
I just full blown just crash out.
Couldn't give nobody else a medal.
Tokyo is done. That would have been the last World
There's no
Championship
more
event. There's not more
races. But yes, Rai Benjamin of the United States of America, the 46.52 for gold. Season's best for him. Alessandro Santos of Brazil, 46.84. Mr. Samba, who's now back, after being injured for a while, actually, from Qatar. Season's best, 47.06. Nathaniel Ezekiel, because apparently people on his bibs and thing, it's Ezekiel Nathaniel, but he's saying it's Nathaniel Ezekiel. So yes, Nathaniel Ezekiel. He was 4th in a national record for Nigeria, 47.11. And the Viking himself, Mr. Carson Warholm, the world record holder, he was unfortunately 5th, 47.58. I must say that this was my top 5. I did say Carson was going to absolutely win, but it was just not meant to be. He got out pretty hard. He was actually trying to get one of the outer lanes, as I would have said yesterday. Didn't get that. It was on the inside. got to pretty hard, but he hit the first hurdle, and then from that, he just never did really recover. So he was never in it. But the big three, as per usual, Rai Benjamin would have gotten his first gold medal after a lot of silver surfing. Last year when he got the gold medal at the Paris Olympics, another gold medal again. Alison dos Santos, obviously part of the big three, he was there. But I must just say, to Samba, one of the world's best, within the top 5 best 400-meter hurdles of all time, and he's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's been injured, he's been battling injuries for years, and he's back. Nathaniel, I did say that I felt like he was going to be doing some amazing things. Let me just tell you how this guy has his head screwed on to his body. If Rai Benjamin was DQ'd, he would have gotten a bronze. He said he wouldn't want it.
Yeah.
He said, because it was actually his lane, that what the judges were saying, right, the officials, what they said was when Rai went over hurdle 10, he clipped the other hurdle and it shifted.
Yeah.
So he said, Nathaniel from Nigeria, who's now the second fastest African over the 400-meter hurdles, he's now saying, I wasn't impeded any at all. And if that were the case, I don't want this man to be taken, his gold medal to be taken away from him. You understand me? So that, I think, humility and character. You understand me? So just kudos to him. Very, very bright future. He also had a very long season, but just congratulations to all the men all around.
I share the same sentiments. I really wanted Rai Benjamin to win the 4 hurdles. I think if you've been watching him over the past, say, 4 or 5 years, you've seen him really try to make an effort to make a stamp in the 400-meter hurdles. And I must say, additionally to that, I'm glad to see Alison dos Santos in the lineup. He's just a character. I really like to see when he performs. So as in, I'm satisfied with it. I do know that you could see on Karsten's face that he was a little bit disappointed.
Yes.
You know, and as in understandably so. But it was an entertaining race. The men gave a show this morning, worth waking up that early.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just a quick point about Ezekiel. He's been in the World Championships before. 2022 semifinals, 2023 Budapest semifinals, Paris Olympics last year semifinals. He's now a finalist and he was placed within the top 5, right? Also, he is the NCAA outdoor champion. So for you to have such a long season, an NC season, and then you come at a world championship, make it to your final, plus do a national record, hats off to you, my guy. Congratulations.
Yeah, I agree. I just want to be very clear about something that I said yesterday, that Rai Benjamin would have gotten the gold medal. Hell or high water, he had to get the gold medal. And I told you, my dark horse was Karsten Warholm. I did not think
you did,
that he would actually medal.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Truth be told, he didn't medal.
Right.
And if I'm being honest with you, I saw Samba medaling. So this is the type of thing that I'm saying, I can see it from the semifinals coming up to the finals, and I knew Warholm is a madman. I literally consider him to be insane.
Indeed.
I just think he hasn't done the test as yet. And I think really and truly that insanity didn't come to the fore. He doesn't necessarily love the inside lanes. He had some difficulty with the hurdles, but you know the level of Warholm. Even if he clipped that little first hurdle, he would have had something. And I think towards the ending there, the reason why he came 5th is because he just mentally gave up at the ending. He was like, okay, I'm not going to get the medal regardless. Let me just put it down. But congratulations to Rai Benjamin. I'm going to take it as a Caribbean medal because you are from Antigua bloodline. So yeah, big up the Caribbean, big up Antigua and Barbuda, 365 beaches, them say. And Alison dos Santos, congratulations, man. He's a character, like you said, Ginny. When the race finished, he did not go to any Brazilians. The Norwegians had him up there and they were like, yay, Alison. And I think that's the type of thing the sport needs. Like, it transcends countries.
And he actually is like that in real life, which makes it even more.
Like, you just have to love him. Like, you just have to love him overall. So I think, like, congratulations to the medalists. Congratulations to everybody who is a finalist. Congratulations on just pushing that event further.
Yeah, I mean, those three, the top 3, obviously, they've just transcended the 400-meter hurdles. And, without them, we wouldn't have been here as it relates to the times, but just congrats to everybody, all 8 men in that final. Then we also saw the women's 400-meter hurdles final. Obviously, Femke would have defended her title because
the Femke in
well,
invitation.
Sydney is just not there.
No, she's not there, so it's the Femke one
Okay,
now.
right. So she had a world lead, 51.54 for gold. Jasmine Jones, 52.08, a PB for her. Emma, national record, 53 seconds. Cheyenne Salmon, unfortunately, or lone Jamaican, for 8th in 56.27 seconds. Firstly, we all knew Femke would have won. Don't have much to say, but to Cheyenne, Cheyenne in her post-race interview, she says that, in my opinion, I overachieved. Having some challenges this season to break 54, then she says to even break 55 was challenging for me. So even if I finished 8th, which I did, I am one of the best in the world. I'm a World Championship semi-finalist twice, she said. Obviously, she was in the final last year, but she says, no, I'm in my first World Championship final, and I'm proud of myself just because of what, has been happening all year. So just congratulations, Cheyenne. We're glad to say you're in on the dance and all these things, and all the best for next year.
Yeah, that's the spirit. That's actually the right attitude, and I'm happy to know that that's the frame of mind that she's in, because Cheyenne definitely gave this competition her best show, and Jamaicans, I think we should just look out for her. She's gonna grow. She's one of those athletes from high school that we've seen continuous growth. Like every time you see Cheyenne come on the scene, even if it's small, it's something, just a little nudge of the needle. So I'm proud of her. And the top 3, Femke, great run. Jasmine Jones, I'm really, really proud of Jasmine Jones. And she ran and hugged Rai Benjamin at the end of the race, which is her teammate, and it just was just a pure moment as a spectator to watch. And who I actually wanted to see on the medal table though was Anna Crockwell, right? You could see the disappointment in her face. You could see I don't understand why I didn't get this medal, but Anna, don't be discouraged. You do have a great talent, and we've seen what you're capable of. So probably next time around, we never know what may happen. But this was a good showdown, and big respect to Dalila Mohammed. She's ending her career, 54.82, still being able to make it into a World Championship finals now. I don't know what it is with these women who have been in the sport for a while, Talu, Shelly, Dalila, but they're made for it, right? And big respect to you. Congratulations for ending injury-free, healthy, and you've done a great job in your tenure of track and field.
Indeed.
Not much to add to that. First things first, hi Cheyenne, of course. I always have to start with that hi. Congratulations on making it to the finals after such a rough season, and I look forward to seeing more great things of you. And of course, we know Femke did go in. I think one thing I would have added different from what you're saying, because I share the same sentiments. Anna Cockrell, I think that last hurdle, when she jumped over it and she landed, you could see that she didn't have that same drive coming off of the hurdle, and that's where the difference made. The one thing I really missed from this race was Rochelle Clayton. I think Rochelle Clayton had a medal so much for this race, but I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this event for years to come.
Actual, factual. Now, we saw one of the events that we were all looking forward to, the men's 200 meters, with one Jamaican man, Brian Level, at age 21. He was my gold medalist, but Noah Lyles, the American, 19.52 seconds for gold. Kenny, Silver Surfer, Track Spice, Benerick, 19.58 as season's best. Brian Lavelle, a new PB, 19.64. Leslie Tobago, 4th, 19.65, season's best. Zonil Hughes, 5th, 19.78, a season's best. As quick as possible. The reason I did the top 5 is because can you imagine running 19.7 and you're 5th?
Yeah.
Can you imagine running 19.65 and you're 4th? You're out of the medals. Congratulations to Brian Lavelle, man. I mean, we would have been singing him praises all week. So I'm gonna really have to, say much. He obviously is our first World Championships medalist in the 200 meters for the men since 2015 from Usain Bolt when Bolt won that gold medal. He is our first global 200 meter medalist since 2016 when Usain Bolt ran at the Rio Olympics. So to see that, for you to be making history and running up a personal's best is just superb. I really don't have much else to say, but he now moves up, by the way, the all-times list So before with the 19.69 seconds, he was on the all-times list. He was 16th, the 16th fastest man in the world, right, of all time. With this run, 19.64, he's now the 13th fastest man of all time. And I love that for us. Congratulations, my G. Kenneth, obviously, you know, he's a great 200-meter runner, but we would have said it yesterday. Those were the top 5. We would have said it. Brian Lavelle and everybody else would have to work, because I know that those 4 men were going to be at the line. 200 meter is for no one else. We know this. But it's a great run for Brian, and I am immensely proud for that bronze.
I totally agree. Jamaica, Brian Lavelle is the athlete to watch for at least the next 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
10, yeah.
He's 21 and he's running 19.64. This is a PB in a final. That means his body was pushed to a level that it hasn't been all season. And for that big respect. What I take away from this is that to be able to be in the pack, get a medal on your in your first World Championship encounter, it's kind of synonymous to when Kishane got his first silver last year, right? You're only going to grow from it, you're only going to get better from it, and the experience is just unmatched. So he's an athlete that Jamaica, we need to keep our eyes on.
Indeed. Bent.
Yeah, what more can I say? Brian Lavelle, exceptional athlete, optimum performance. Shanique Osborne, big up yourself. You've created another athlete that is going to be a world beater for years to come. So your quality can never be put into question. So I want to big up the coach, therefore, first. It was always going to be hard for Brian Lavelle, and I saw that, which is why I would have said Lyles has, because Lyles' body has been to 19.3.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? I told you have to run 19.4, 19.5 to win that gold medal, and Lyles did it twice. So it adds to even the conversation, because he only did what, 0.1 seconds slower than his semi-final. So he can do it twice. Like, he can talk. That gold medal was put down for him. The shocker for me was Kung Fu Kenny Bednarek, Chuck Spice, whatever he wants to go by, getting that silver medal. He is a good 200-meter runner. I actually had him sneaking in for bronze, but I had Let's Seal as my bronze medalist. So I will say that I had Let's Seal as my bronze medalist. But I just think this season Let's Seal wasn't there to the peak fitness or shape that he wants. But he's always in good spirits. Did you see that karaoke performance before the race?
Yes.
All together sing
ears.
American Idol. Yeah. But as a quick point to that though, he said that he's been battling injuries all season. He said he got a tendon behind his knee. Both of them were torn since the first Diamond League in China. So he's been missing training. Every time he explodes out of the blocks, it hurts. So that's why for a lot of the Diamond League's performances, it wasn't really up to par. But he said from him reach Tokyo, he hasn't really been feeling it. However, because of the rocky up and down season and not being able to train so often, that's the reason for his fourth place performance.
Yeah, and it can show, and the quality of Let's Seal Tobago will never be questioned. Just to touch back on Brian Lavelle, youth, just keep your head on your body, and trust me, for years to come, I know that they will manage your races, so I don't expect you to be doing another long season there. It's just about managing Brian Lavelle right now and getting that support for him, because a problem for years to come. Problem years to come. And then to Zarnell Hughes,
big,
Racers Track Club, Jamaica, Kingston College, all these sorts of stuff. I'm taking it.
That is our medal.
I'm taking it. So big up Zarnell Hughes. You have been, I think, is one of those people where we need to think of him like Andre DeGrasse now. He's going to make a final. He's going to give us performances. He's going to sneak onto a podium. And I want you to get your flowers, so to speak, while you're here to smell them, because you have been a fantastic athlete for the sport of track and field. So congratulations to all the gentlemen for the 200 meters.
Indeed. And then next up we had the women's 200 meters. We have Melissa Jefferson Wooden, the first American, by the way, first American woman to do the 100 and 200 at the World Championships and get a gold. She world lead 21.68 seconds. Amy Hunt from Great Britain 22.14 seconds. Sharika Jackson 22.18 seconds for bronze. I just have two things 2 points. I just kind of want to touch on Melissa's performance. She's now joint 7th fastest of all time. She's tied now with the legendary Merlene Ottey. She's now number 4 American all time. And her PB of 21.84 was the 27th fastest. So can you just imagine? You understand? So just congratulations to all the women. Shericka Jackson. I'm glad that she's spoken out about it, so now I can say it. This has been a very rocky season for Shericka. Shericka last year not even having to touch the track in Paris at the Olympics really did a number on her. But physically, obviously, she had multiple injuries last season. And again, she said this after her interviews, so that's why, you understand?
Yeah.
When Shericka made the team on the 100 meters, she was so ecstatic. People would even understand, you know, how grateful and happy she is for this bronze medal. I saw some conversations online about Shericka didn't even look happy. When Shericka get the championship record in 2023, I think,
She did
or
so.
2022, either one of them, she just run across the line.
Yeah.
I think
She
it was
never visited
only
nobody
one
about her
time
business.
we've ever seen like a reaction from Shericka Jackson
Yeah, well,
as it
I know
relates
what
to
they
her
want from
emotions.
her.
But she said it. She's happy to be on that podium after the season that she's been through. She's just ecstatic. She's elated. And this bronze medal, to me, feels like gold. Congratulations, my friend. Well deserved.
I totally agree, Shericka. You gave a good show. If you watch the race, she didn't necessarily come out of the blocks as sharp as everybody else.
Right.
But even with that, she still managed to pick up the bronze medal. And I think that it's just testament to what you were saying, Kareem. Trials and tribulations this season, still coming out, I would call it, on top. I also want to give a lot of props to Amy Hunt. She ran a beautiful race, right? From in the semifinals, she would have been the dark horse, for lack of a better word. Kind of peaking up. And very, very proud of you. Melissa, this is your year. It's your year to shine. Enjoy all your glory. Bask in it. Live in the moment. You're what, 24? You're 25? You're still very young. And you're experiencing it, and you're saying that you're having fun. So never, ever, ever lose that spark. And continue to have more fun. And let's see what else can happen.
Indeed. Benti.
Yeah, I agree with you. The reaction time of Shericka was actually the 3rd slowest out of the entire field. And trust me, you needed a quick reaction time to catch the likes of Melissa Jefferson Wooden. Yeah, enjoy this moment, Melissa. I would say it not in, you're a fantastic athlete and I think you're great for the sport, but I'm saying it ominously because Jamaica is coming. I promise you that. There is a young girl by the name of a name. I won't say the name, but it's B.
She's coming,
the
man.
Initials are B and L, and she's from an Adidas athlete, so I'll just say that. But fantastic. I think America should really celebrate you just as they celebrated athletes before. You are the first woman to do this in the World Championship. You've given them a fantastic year. Not just the championship, a fantastic year to be proud of. Like you've been dominating all year. So big up yourself. Amy Hunt, to get onto that podium. I don't think I had you. You battled your way, no pun intended, onto that podium. And truth be told, congratulations for you doing that. I can see the pure joy on your face and Great Britain stand up. Shericka Jackson, I'm just really happy that you are on the podium.
Same.
I would have had you as my gold medalist, but that was just the pressure that I forced by you. You don't have to prove nothing to me, any at all, or the rest of Jamaica. You are the only unranked person in this entire race. And I don't think people are understanding. That means through the amount of races that were run through this long season, you did not have enough races to put yourself in a rank. But yet still you're here at the end of the day as a bronze medalist. That's 2 more medals you've just added. Well, 2 medals for the day between you and Brian Lavelle you've added to the podium. And I think we've already surpassed the disaster that was Paris.
Oh, yes.
And of course, Shericka, I don't know what happens for the time now between now and LA or whatever speculations there are. But trust me, Shericka, like whatever you choose to do, whenever you choose to hang up your spikes, whenever you choose to call it quits, nobody can ever take away any of the accolades that you've done. I don't think there's anything that I can, from the day you ran past that girl at Flying Angels down on the line, Shelly and Fraser Price was behind me and we say, yeah, go Shericka, you get what I mean?
Yes.
And that's just the longevity that you've had in terms of making Jamaican people proud. Jamaican people sometimes can be unforgiving, ungrateful, but I want you to understand in those moments, remember the times when the people who are around you are the people who love you in Jamaica, there are people that love you more than they hate you.
Yeah. So we're back with some evening sessions again, and tonight at 7 p.m. we have the men's discus qualification Group A. Benty, who do we have?
Okay, so I'm just going to give you the overall who we have in the discus. We have Radford Mullins and Chad Wright. They'll be going up in Group A. And in Group B, we have El Capitan. Frederick Dakers. You might have seen him on social media flipping a table. Of course, the World Championship cohort will pay for that. World Athletics will pay for that.
How to celebrate like a true Jamaican.
I just put it on any bill. But Group A, yeah, we have Radford Mullins, who has the Jamaican record of 72.01 meters set in 2025. This is a genuine medal prospect. We have Frederick Dakers, who had set the national record at the time in 2019, 70.78 meters, and experience could carry him in Group B, and he has the benefit of Group B knowing the cutoff, because 66 meters is the automatic qualifier, or the top 12 overall gets the little Q, what we always talk about. And Chad Wright, he has seasons in the low 60s, but he will need a season's best of 65. I'm predicting a season's best of 65 to allow him to sneak in to the final. Some heavyweights that they'll be looking to face against. Mikolas Alenka, the world record holder with 75.56 of Lithuania. Matthew Denny of Australia. Christian Shea of Slovenia or Slovakia, one of those two. And Daniel Stahl of Sweden. You can't play it safe. Mid-60s is the bubble. Mullins is our best chance. Dakers is the experience, the captain, and Wright is the wild card. We could have three. We could have three.
Mullins, 2025 NCAA champion. We've seen him on the circuit as well. He's winning Diamond Leagues and all these things. His throw is the fourth best throw of 2025. He's going through for sure. Frederick, 66.63. Yeah, he's, that throw is, I think, like number 35, but again, experience. He is definitely going through. My only worry, as you've said, 62.92 meters for Chad Wright. Number 6 Jamaican this season, actually, barring Stoner.
Jamaicans.
And Turkey.
Yeah. And Turkey.
He would need a season's best to actually advance, but I'm seeing a small queue for him. Just a fact right here, our only World Championship medal is from Frederick Dakers in 2019, Doha, Qatar. Right? And that was a silver medal. And obviously we won the gold medal last year at the Paris Olympics by Roger Stoner. Yeah, so 2 men for sure. Chad, a small queue, possibly with a season's best.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with the sentiments of the guys. I think that not hurdles, geez, I'm tired. Or discuss, or just throws, or program with throws in general has improved. You spoke earlier about wanting more meat for the jumps. I think Jamaica has made a space for the throwers, and I think that's where we're reaping the benefits of having multiple men in a World Championship qualification round, and I think all of them can go through.
Yeah. Yeah.
We might need the Field and Tingz invitation.
Field and
yes.
I got y'all.
Yeah, we might need
Tingz
that.
coming next year. That's coming soon. Okay, and next up we have at 8 p.m. tonight the women's shot put qualification.
Yeah, so the women's shot put qualifications qualifying mark for the auto Q, the big Q, what we're talking about is 19.20 meters, or the top 12 by distance. Jamaica's lone competitor is Lloydrika Cameron with a season's best of 18.12 meters. That has her 41st globally. The likely cutoff I expect to sneak into the finals is 18.5 meters to 18.8 meters. She needs a season's best. She needs a season's best. I can say she needs a clean opener of about 17.8 meters and then one big push beyond that 18.5 meters, and we should have her in the finals. Just for context, I'm going to give you some of the global heavyweights. We have Chase Jackson, Maggie Ewan, and Jada Ross of the USA. We have Sarah Minton of Canada, Jessica Schleider of Netherlands. We have Yemisi of Germany, and we have Madison Lee Wesh of New Zealand. This is a 20-meter dominated field, so Logica really has to come in. But our play should be consistency, not the fireworks, and then Logica should have a chance to get through to the final.
Yeah, she's been here before. She's been to 2 Olympic Games. She's been to our World Championships before. Yes, not the best of seasons as it relates to world rankings, but I feel like she has a shot, man. And she's been representing us. Representation matters. I've been talking about that. So, Logica, I'm sending you some love.
Yep, once you have a chance, you have a shot. And girl, go out there and go throw the ball as far as possible. You have the whole of Jamaica believing in you. And thank God it's not so early in the morning. We'll be up watching you. So do your best. I believe that one good throw and we're good to go.
Indeed, indeed. But we do have some morning events, by the way, tomorrow morning. Saturday morning. Just quickly, we have the 4x4 meters relays for men at 5:35 a.m., 6 a.m. women's 4x4, 6:25 a.m. the men's 4x1, 6:45 a.m. the women's 4x1. Just quickly, guys, are you seeing all 4 teams advancing? If not, which team do you think might not advance? Benti?
Look at me good. I expect all 4, in fact, I'm not even going to watch because I should wake up and hear that all 4 teams, let me lock this down.
Yes.
All 4 teams needs to be in that final. All 4 teams for that 4x4 need to be in the final of the relays. Thank you very much.
Yes. Janae?
All 4 has the ability. You get a chance, you get a shot, and we have the quality. So don't lay down your thing. Fix things.
Yeah, in Jamaica's 4x4 for men's, we have Botswana. We have Great Britain. So I think we should be good because it's the first 3 of each heat. I do see all 4 teams as well if they send out the right persons. But so we're going to discuss this when I'm actually qualified to go to the final. That's it. We'll have more events. That is it. Just want to say thank you to our production team, Everett Webster and Zari Barnett, and also to my sponsors, right? We have Top Bar, which is probably there right now. We have The Bridge Official, Mark's Superstore, and Domus Windows and Doors. Now, to my panelists today, Janae Robinson.
Yay!
And we have Shaquille O'Neal Benty. Yes, that is it. Guys, you can also drop some of your predictions inside of the chat and let us know, do you think all 4 Jamaican relay teams will be advancing to the final? Until tomorrow, this was Track Tingz. You understand? Just remember, like, subscribe, share, and do a bag of things. You understand me? Please and thank you. Bye. You understand? Here we go.